fashion statement. You guys get new jerseys this year, uniforms. What do you feel about them?
Even from the way they feel, they're, super light. They obviously look pretty cool. They're flashy. We got the orange jerseys back, so I'm excited. I haven't been able to wear those yet. But yeah, I got the new helmets. I mean, everything is new, so it's pretty exciting, and, just can't wait to go out there and see how they play on the field.
Yeah, it's definitely, anytime you get new uniforms, a bunch of young guys who love to play baseball, it's pretty exciting. So, I think the coaches did a really good job. Nike did a great job, putting them together, and I think we look pretty sharp out there. So, yeah.
You want me to touch on that too? I just agree with both of them. I think it's cool for younger guys, especially that haven't been here, the freshmen and transfers, to really, they feel like they're being a part of something new. We don't want to dwell on what happened last year. We want to remember it, but, push ourselves from that. And I think the change of these new uniforms and everything will help, kids realize that they're part of something special now, and, they're not part of the past or part of the present. So I think it's pretty cool.
And you're coming off the season that you had last year. What did you want to work on during the offseason?
I put on about 10 pounds. I think that'll be a big aspect of, being able to hold velocity throughout the whole game and throughout the whole season. The changeup was a pitch. I threw a little bit last year, but I really wanted to improve on that. So that's something we've been throwing a lot in the inner squads, and I feel like that's come along pretty well. And just being more consistent with fastball velocity, where there were times last year where I'd come out in the game and, walk the first batter, and I'm already in a, pretty bad situation. So just coming out more prepared for my start and able to command my fastball from the get-go is definitely a point of emphasis. And those are still a work in progress, but I feel like I've made some good progress so far. So.
Do you feel like this year might be a little different now that all the other Pac-12 teams know who you are? You're not kind of just another freshman.
Yeah, definitely, and for me also, where I know how it goes, and I've been around for a whole year, and even at the end of last year's completely different feel than my first couple starts. So just having that experience and being able to kind of take some of the younger guys under my wing, like Kevin Flemmer and Jake Thompson, and kind of showing them how it's done. It kind of makes you step back and kind of reevaluate all the stuff you do and why you do it, and kind of break everything down. So I definitely think it'll be a different feel for sure.
Andrew, what you did last year was kind of special in terms of what a freshman can do. Do you see anybody in this year's first year crop who could maybe follow those footsteps?
We have Chandler Eden coming out of the bullpen. He has some great stuff. And then we have Kevin Flemmer and Jake Thompson. Those are three righty freshmen who, we have high expectations for them, and they came in and, proved themselves that they, belong here and they want to compete at the highest level. So those are three arms that I've seen, on a daily basis who have made some good strides, and I'm excited to see what they can do once the scoreboards turn on.
Mike Dillon asked Cases at the end of this thing about you guys handling the attention you guys have gotten. It's nothing new to you guys really, but this year, obviously a lot of focus, potential first rounders for both of you. How have you guys both been handling that? So, Mike.
I think we've been doing a lot of it together, and that's helped a little bit. We've pretty much done everything in baseball together. So, all the way up until here, we're sticking together, and we're helping each other, stay focused, stay goal oriented, towards the team. And I think it's been it's been easy for us to just stay focused on baseball and not all that other stuff right now. And I think we've done a pretty good job with it.
Like Michael said, we've dealt with it before. Both of us together, we could talk to each other because, kind of in the same boat and, understand what's going on. We do a lot of, talks together and really understand what's going on. But I think both of us, and especially other guys that are, draft eligible as seniors, our goal is to get back to Omaha and win it. And, if we take care of that, then everything else will take care of itself. So, we don't want to worry too much about what's going to happen, with the draft and doing everything or in that sense. But we want to worry about now and, Oregon State and getting us back to Omaha and winning the whole thing.
In terms of that, you guys don't want to put any added pressure on yourselves, but are you guys approaching this year with a maybe Omaha or bust kind of attitude?
It's just like it was the year before. I mean, we talked about the pain we felt in LSU the year before. Now it's even higher. You know, it's more intensified. We were there, we tasted it. You know, we saw how amazing Omaha is as a player. It's really a baseball paradise. It's the best way to put it. And you know, we saw how close we were. We saw who won it, and it hurt. So you know, it is definitely our goals are that high. They're on the national championship.
Can you add to that? You talked about seeing who won UCLA team, the conference team that you guys beat. So when you watch them hoist that, you know, the championship, how did that feel?
Well, it hurt, but you know, obviously it's championship for the Pac-12, and they were a great team. They really were. They played well together. They played defense. They could pitch, and they could hit. You know, they scrapped out runs, and you know, it hurts to see them win. You know, just for the fact that we beat them, but you know, we needed to take care of our business before, you know, we could think about them. So we didn't do that, and they took care of business, and you know, congrats to them.
Dylan, you took a big jump from your freshman year to last year and what you did. What have you done? What are you working on? You said, I can make another jump. I can be better. What are the areas you're working on?
Trying to stay consistent, and you know, the summer swinging with the wood bat was, you know, really helpful to me. I was more selective in the pitches I chose, and certain at bats depending on the situation and count. You know, you can't get away with a lot of stuff with a wood bat. You know, you're going to break bats, and you're more apt to get out if you don't hit the ball square. And I think I did a pretty good job of that this summer. And you know, I've tried to take that same approach back to this fall, and even, you know, continuing it now. Just really being selective and looking for my pitch until, you know, I get to 2 strikes, and then I battle and try and hit a mistake. You know, like I said, just want to stay consistent. You know, really working on going the other way, and you know, pulling balls when I have to, but really staying inside of the ball, and not hooking balls, and you know, trying to add a little bit more, you know, backspin, and you know, turn some doubles into triples or home runs. So I mean, just want to, you know, get better in all areas of my game, especially defensively too.
You see yourself pitching some this year?
Yeah, that's the plan. You know, I don't know what exactly is going to happen with the bullpen, or you know, what I'm going to do with what I'm supposed to do, but I'm going to take every opportunity I get and, you know, make the most of it. You know, I'll be prepared for, you know, when my name is called, and you know, I'll be excited and, you know, ready to go. So it's going to be exciting. I'm pretty fired up about the season.
Michael, same question for you in terms of things, you know, plate discipline or strike zone discipline or whatever it is you've worked on. In Pac-12 Player of the Year, had 2 pretty good years, but how do you see yourself getting better this year?
There's always something to learn. I mean, you know, I think all of us know that, you know, you're never going to have a perfect swing. You're never going to have a perfect pitching mechanics. It's just the nature of the game, and so you know, I'm always, you know, constantly working on little things in my swing. You know, you can't learn enough about baseball in general. So, you know, just being a sponge when you hear Coach Casey talking about hitting, or Coach Yeski talking about pitching to hitters, you know, just learning everything I can about the game of baseball, and how to be a better player. And so, you know, it all comes down to, you know, just wanting to be the player that I want to be, and, you know, just doing that.
And Andrew, for you, you added, you're stronger, you're bigger. Was that a plan all along? And how does that, the extra weight you're carrying, feel for you when you're throwing, and how do you think that might help you this year?
Yeah, definitely. That was the plan. Is you know, last year obviously it's tough to keep on weight during the year, and that's something where throughout the year I kept getting you know, losing weight. So this off season, I think it was like 12 pounds I put on. So keeping that on, and we're getting on a consistent long toss routine now as a staff. So I think between the two, it'll just help, you know, just be able to hold velocity throughout the games and throughout the whole year. Where, you know, when we get to, you know, playoffs and all that, I'll still have the same stuff, same mechanics and everything as I did in the first couple starts. So I think that'll definitely be big, and just holding all my stuff throughout the whole game and season.
Andrew, what about having Ben Wesser back?
Yeah.
How big a lift did that give to you guys as a team?
That's been huge. You know, just having him around as a vocal leader for, you know, our staff, and and as a whole team, where he's always there. He's been through just about everything. So, just the fact that having him back and, how bad that he wants to get back to Omaha and win it. He turned down hundreds of thousands of dollars to come back and play ball with us again. It was pretty cool, and, he's been one of my biggest mentors here, someone I've always looked up to, even when I was back in high school at North Eugene. So, it's huge having him around, and just kind of the attitude that he gives us in practice too, where he's always going 100% and kind of setting the pace for everyone is, really helped out the young guys, just like he helped me out last year.
Mike, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been huge. We love having him around. I think for me, and I'm sure for Dylan too, I mean, if he wasn't here this year, it really wouldn't feel the same. I mean, he just brings a huge personality to the team, and it's just he's a huge leader. Everybody on the team looks up to him. There's so much respect for him to come back, and all because he wants the same thing we all want. He wants to win a national championship, and so can't say enough about him coming back. It's going to be huge for our team this year.
I think Case puts it the best way too, where he's the guy where all of us love him, but if you're in the other dugout, you hate him. Just the energy he brings in the games too. I'm looking forward to that, where he's always, the first guy out of the dugout, greeting the pitcher, even if he's not throwing that day. And, if you score a run, he's the first one out there, where just that energy that you need, he's able to bring that. So I think that'll be huge too.
You guys had a lot of guys with personality last year that aren't here now. Max, Gordon comes to mind. Maybe just some big-time blue guys and big-time players. How have you seen this year's team kind of come together to replace that, both on the field and in the locker room with chemistry?
Well, having Wetzler back is huge because he brings a piece that of experience, knowing what it takes to get to Omaha. And I think, having him and, Michael and I and Andrew and all the kids that were there, really talk to the freshmen and get them to understand what it takes to get back there. And, we've done a lot of stuff as a team bonding, just to be able to feel more comfortable with the team and really get each other's true side to come out. Whether it be goofy, serious, whatever it may be. We want everybody to feel comfortable with us, and they don't have to be, so serious all the time, or it's okay to act like a little boy sometimes. I mean, we want to have fun out there, like Max Gordon did. When he's flying around, diving everywhere, making everybody laugh, having fun. He's enjoying it, and we just want everybody to enjoy it, because I think that's, one of the biggest keys is not putting too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
I think when we first came in, in the fall, having so many new guys, it was different. But I think we've come a long way from where we were, just with the new guys and their comfortability with us. We've seen some crazy transformations of some people that really coming out of their shell. Gotten to know some things about some guys that we never would have guessed, and so I think it really brought us a lot closer as a team, and obviously having those guys, that a core group of guys that have been to the highest level, kind of helps them figure out where to go and how to act. So I think as a team our chemistry is great, and we'll see some other big personalities come out in the spring.
Michael, with respect to that, do you guys as veteran leaders, if somebody's not acting the way an Oregon State Beaver baseball player should, do you guys just sometimes, hey, we don't do things like that around here, without naming names, so to speak, but new guys, a lot of new people on this roster? Does that conversation happen sometimes by you guys and not just Coach Casey?
Well, it does, and it should, because as leaders on the team, we have to be able to do that. And so, there has been times when little things will happen, and we have to take care of it. But I think for the most part, we've a lot of our guys have bought in into how we do things, and really, showing up late or little stuff like that. For the most part, it's not accepted by any of our players, and it's really respected. it's just those little things that tell you how much people care, how much they respect being a Beaver baseball player.
Andrew, you guys are all here now, Ben and Jace, yourself. As much as it's all about the team, whatever you can do to help the team, how competitive is the Friday night thing to you guys? Is it an issue at all, or you just let the coaches settle that, or is it big to all three?
It's something where, that's completely the coach's decision, so we're just going out there every day, pushing ourselves, and, competition, helps everyone out, because, all of us are pushing each other, we're pushing the other guys to keep up, and, it's big for the freshmen to see, too, I think, where, nothing is handed to you here. You got to, come in and work, because you never know when an injury will happen or anything like that, as we saw last year and, many times in years past where, you got to be prepared for anything. So, it's a good competition, and, I have faith in whoever they want to put out there Friday or whatever day, it's everyone's going to get their chance, and I definitely think it's the best thing for the club right now that all three of us are, battling pretty hard for that spot.
Mike, in terms of just you're one of the guys who've seen him when he's fully healthy, how close is he now? How does he look?
Compared to when we were freshmen, I mean, he looks great. He looks really strong. The movement on his pitches is incredible. And as a person who I've seen a lot of really good lefty pitchers, left pitchers, and I don't know if I've seen a person with the movement on his fastball that he has. But he looks great. He's worked so hard to get back to where he is now, and he deserves everything that comes with it. So we're pumped for him.
Dylan, you had a monster offseason. Going to the Cape and having the kind of putting up the production you did, how huge was that for you in terms of this confidence heading into this season?
It's huge confidence because, you're facing top-tier talent, some of the best arms in the country. I faced Jeff Hoffman from East Carolina, was fighting for Rodon for the #1 spot overall. So, just facing guys like that and knowing you can compete with them and anybody in the country is, it's huge for your, being tough, when, something bad happens, you've been there before, and, you got to trust yourself and believe in yourself that you're good. And I think that's one of the biggest keys for myself and everybody else is just changing your mentality to be, more positive and really understanding that, you are good, you're here for a reason. And, having that summer that I did was just huge for me coming back, just because I want to be able to push myself even harder than I did last year, and I want to be able to push everybody else around me too, to be the best that they can be.